The first year anniversary for Wuthering Waves is right around the corner, and we're going to be talking about why it could be one of the biggest anniversary patches in Gacha gaming, or more specifically, the open world Gacha gaming area, the open game Gacha gaming space. My name is Amethyst Abrams. Welcome to another Wuthering Waves video. If you enjoy this video, hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment down below and let me know what you're most excited for in this patch. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, the first thing we're going to be talking about is the fact that they recently announced the two brand new 5-star characters, the two brand new 5-star Resonator characters coming in this update. We've got Zani and we've got Chiakona. Chiakona was introduced in the recent patch in 2.2 at the start of the story, where she basically enabled us to go into our memories to then communicate with Kartethia. The other character, Zani, has been drip marketed since the end of November last year. It's been an immense amount of time since we first got the first few images in the first drip marketing for Zani. We saw her in the 2.0 story all the way up until now, which is where we got the drip marketing, the official drip marketing of what she's going to potentially look like in the Wuthering Waves game. Now, in her drip marketing, it looks like she's going to have a transformation. In the background, it looks like she has golden hair. She literally turns Super Saiyajin, Zani, which looks absolutely amazing. I have no idea what she's going to play like or how she's going to play, but she looks absolutely amazing just from her drip marketing, and I'm looking forward to the live stream to when we actually get to see what she can do. Chiakona looks very fun, looks very cool, looks very glorious, looks very elegant, an elegant elven bard, looks something from D&D, something from Baldur's Gate 3, and I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to this. So, another few things that I think people are very much looking forward to is if Depths of Elusive Realm is returning. What do I mean by this? Depths of Elusive Realm is a Wuthering Waves original game mode that hasn't really been done before. It was more of a roguelike mode that people love and adored, and a lot of people wanted it to return, because what they've been doing with Depths of Elusive Realm is that they've been adding it for a patch and taking it out for a patch or two. We haven't seen Depths of Elusive Realm since 1.4. I don't know why that's the case. Obviously, we got the Fantasias or the fantasies of whatever it is, which is similar to Depths of Elusive Realm, but it takes away the charm that Depths had. And Depths of Elusive Realm has the potential to be one of the best original game modes in Gacha gaming. It's so fun. A lot of people that I know play Depths of Elusive Realms most out of any of the endgame modes, but since it's no longer in the game, people are playing TOA, Weewa, which a lot of people are just don't like. Not many people like Wuthering, whatever it's called, the Weewa game mode, Whimpering Wastes. Not many people give a shit about that game mode for good reason. It has potential, but it needs a lot of work. It's pretty dog shit. It's doggy doo-doo. It's dog water. It's not the best kind of game mode. Now, you can have fun to an extent playing that game mode, but your enjoyment is going to be limited because it's just not the best. And then we have this obviously TOA, which is just standard endgame modes. We have the new holograms, which are fun, but once you've completed them, there's no replayability. The rewards don't refresh, which I think they should, and there's nothing really else to really go off other than your own challenges for content, or your own challenges for your own pride and your own for your own gain, for your own mental gain, for whatever challenges you want to set yourself. So a lot of people really want Depths of Elusive Realm to return, me included. I have a huge idea and a huge thing planned for Depths of Elusive Realm when it returns. I do believe the year anniversary is going to be the patch where Depths of Elusive Realms returns, and I honestly cannot wait. People are assuming that we're going to be getting lots of free pulls in this update. I have no doubt we're going to be getting lots of free pulls. How many do you think how many do I think we're going to get? It's hard to say, but I think anything at bare minimum 30 pulls. I think we possibly are going to get 30 pulls, whether it be 1600 Astrite and 2 free 10 pulls given to us outright, or maybe it's login based, where you have to log in, and when you finish the login page for a week or 10 days or however many, you get a 10 pull. Yeah, they're just going to give us minimum 30 pulls, in my opinion. And also, people are hoping we get a free 5-star. I've got news for you. I do not think we're going to be getting a free premium 5-star of the current banner. If we do, that'll be amazing, but I do not think that's going to be the case. I do not think we're going to be getting a free Zani, and I do not think we're going to be getting a free Chiakona. Now, a lot of people would like a free Chiakona or a free Zani, but that's wishful thinking. I have a more in-depth video going through our predictions and talking about the anniversary later this week with none other than the Giga Chad balling man himself, Ethan, later this week, so stay tuned for that. This is just like a really quick brief what I think is going to happen and why I think this is going to be one of the best anniversary patches in the recent Gacha gaming years, not including other games like Dokkan Battle, like the mobile exclusive ones. I'm talking the big open world multi-platform Gacha games like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, ZZZ, Wuthering Waves, and others like PGR and stuff like that as well. I don't think this is going to be as big of a travesty as one of the other Gacha gaming anniversaries we know fumbled the bag. I'm not talking about HSR, I'll come to that in a second. I'm talking about Genshin Impact, because obviously, I don't think you guys understand, Genshin Impact gave us a whopping 3 free pulls for the anniversary. For the 3 pulls. That's how generous they are. They don't just give us 1, not 2, but 3 free pulls. And they still do not fix Paimon's yapping voice, where she basically tells us everything we already know about the game through the story. She has to repeat herself 10,000 times for it to sink in. And what I mean by that is she has to repeat herself about 10,000 times for the information to sit in, and they still haven't fixed that. And what I mean by that is that Hoyoverse have still yet to fix Paimon's yapping voice of repeating what we've already heard throughout the story so it can sink in. And what I mean by that, you get the picture. We get next to no quality of life and next to no nothing towards the anniversary of Genshin Impact. Every anniversary is the same. Oh, we get given a couple of free pulls, a couple of silly events no one cares about, and Paimon still is one of the most annoying characters in Gacha gaming. Nothing's changed. Oh, but you know, we hide everything behind a paywall. You can have the best characters in the game, but it's hidden behind a paywall. Malvika. But anyway, that's enough talking about Genshin. And not to mention, we also have the other big flop, the other big doggy doo-doo anniversary that is set to release later this month, which is none other than HSR. HSR was a whole lot of nothing with a couple of free stuff. Hey, I hope you guys enjoy your free Ron-Mei or your free Luocha, because that's about all you're going to be getting. And maybe a free, was it like 10 pull, a free 2 10 pulls, however much it was, with a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing coming to the game, which is quite ironic considering that last year's anniversary was really, really good and HSR's launch was very, very good. And it seems to be the fact that Hoyoverse ropes you in for the first year to year and a half of the game's release, of their game's releases, and then they just literally spit in your face and go, yo, you thought we're gonna fix? We're not gonna fix. We got you, and keep drinking up and eating up the slop, because that's what you're gonna be getting from us. ZZZ, on the other hand, I have no doubt are gonna carry their game with quite high praises. ZZZ's been smashing it, by the way, so I'm not coming for ZZZ. But yeah, Wuthering Waves, every patch thus far has just elevated and elevated and elevated. And the fact that the big year anniversary is what, a month away at this point, they have the opportunity to really give us one of the best updates and best patches in Gacha gaming, and the best anniversary patches in Gacha gaming. And I think they're going to deliver. I think we're going to get a continuation of the main story covering Cartethia. I think we're going to get teases for future villains of the future arcs, being Frolova, Scar, the Fraxters, or maybe another Thronodian, or maybe we go back to Huanglong and maybe we have to fight the Overthrax, which is the Thronodian of Huanglong, which still hasn't been defeated. Eventually we will have to go back and defeat the Overthrax. So maybe they will start teasing the next arc, the next big arc of Wuthering Waves. Not only that, we're going to be getting Zani's character story. We're going to be getting Chiakona's character story. So all in all, you're looking at about 3 stories, which is huge. If you care about lore, if you care about story, then you're going to have a whale of a time in this patch. So yeah, there's going to be lots of things coming. I would like them to continue with the multiplayer aspects. We've got one of the best multiplayer modes coming this patch in 2.0. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a room-based multiplayer mode where you and a friend defeat enemies, defeat mobs, go through to the next room, complete a puzzle, next room. It's like a dungeon crawling stage-based multiplayer mode, and at the end you get a big boss fight. One of the best multiplayer modes in Wuthering Waves to date. They need to make it permanent, and it would be great if they did. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep expanding on multiplayer. On one of the surveys I did, a lot of the questions were multiplayer based, so I am convinced they are looking at giving us more multiplayer content in the future, hopefully permanent multiplayer content. An overhaul of WeWa is required, and I think with every patch they are planning to basically overlook what everyone's opinions and feedback is on all these endgame modes, and I do believe they have the potential to essentially give us a like more and more modes like WeWa, but more improved, and basically overhauling the modes that we want to improve, like WeWa, because people aren't happy with WeWa, and I don't blame them. So give us an improved version of WeWa, or improve on WeWa. I think overall, Wuthering Waves Anniversary is going to be one of the best patches in Gacha gaming. I think it's going to be absolutely astounding. I think it's going to give us a lot. If we do get a new free 5-star, I think it's going to be standard banners. I think it's going to be a free standard banner 5-star, and I think it's going to be adding Jan and Yinlin to the standard banner tickets, because remember on launch we got something similar where they basically gave us a free ticket where we get any free 5-star from the standard banner. I think it'll be like a year 1 ticket. Now those who play Dokkan Battle would know something that they do. Bandai and Dokkan Battle basically every anniversary give us a year 1 ticket, or what they do is they give us a ticket to unlock a previous anniversary unit or previous year's units. I think Wuthering Waves could capitalize on this and give us another free 5-star ticket with the inclusion of Jan and Yinlin, and maybe even Jinshi and Changli, so which means you can choose any free 5-star from the standard banner with the inclusion of those 4 units of Jan, Yinlin, Changli, and Jinshi. That's what I think would be really, really cool. I think giving out a free premium 5-star of this current of the anniversary patch, being Shiokona Razani, would be absolutely amazing. But I don't think they're going to do it. If they do it and I'm wrong, then hey, I hold my hands up and say, look, I'm wrong. But I just don't think they're going to do it. I think they're also going to possibly tease a new region. I don't know where this new region would be going. So if you go to the brand new area, not the tower, not the inverted tower, but the land below, you can actually see the new area in the distance off the coast. You can actually see the outline of a city and of mountains. So based on what I'm seeing, it could be New Federation, because New Federation is like a futuristic city, and it looks like there's going to be there's lots of city areas in that distance. So maybe they'll tease a future region, and maybe it's the New Federation, maybe it's something new. But I do think this anniversary is going to be huge. I think we're going to be getting lots of different events, lots of story, free 5-star or free 4-star or something of that nature. But is it going to be a 5-star from this current patch, or is it going to be a standard banner 5-star? I don't know, but I think it's going to be a standard 5-star, including those 4 resonators that I spoke about. And yeah, I think overall this is going to be a huge patch, a huge win for Wuthering Waves, and I think they're going to also include a lot of quality of life changes to the game, which a lot of people have wanted. A lot of people want quality of life changes for game modes like WeWa, and quality of life changes for traversal in Huanglong. People want flight in Huanglong. They're not going to add flight in Huanglong until it involves a part of the story. What they'll do, in my prediction, is when we go back to Huanglong, there'll be a cataclysmic event or an event in Huanglong which will change the structure of the map slightly, and then when you complete that part of the story, be in chapter 3 or the end of chapter 2, then it will tell you flight exploration is now available. But until you complete that part of the story, it won't be available. So if you're a new player, you'll have to complete all of chapter 1, chapter 2, and then when you go back to Huanglong at the end of chapter 2 or chapter 3 or whenever they do it, then they'll be like, oh, you can now use flight, or they'll have a new mechanic which will enable Honglong exploration to be a lot more simpler. But yeah, just me talking about why I think this update is going to be the best anniversary in Gacha gaming. I think they're going to listen to a lot of the player base. I think they're going to give us a lot of freebies, and I think they're going to basically give us a lot of what we've been asking for in Wuthering Waves, in the feedback of the surveys. I think we're going to be getting another free 5-star skin, not free 5-star skin, a new 5-star skin and a free 4-star skin. I think they'll do another standard banner or year 1 Huanglong Resonator skin like the Jinshin 2.0, and then they'll give us a free event skin for a 4-star unit. I think they're going to get the 1.x characters done for the skins, and then eventually we'll get a new skin. That's what I think is going to happen. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little conversation about the anniversary. I've got a more in-depth conversation with Ethan, like I said, later on this week, so stay tuned for that. This was basically me just condensing it down and basically just talking to you what I think is going to happen and how I think this is going to be better than Genshin Impact and Honkai Starbucks is dog shit anniversary patches. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.